The effect that we're creating is very simple to do, but it creates a very dynamic noise that you can use to transition your clips or just create this cool effect. All you have to do is find a clip that you want to apply this to, go to the effects tab and type in wave warp. Drag that onto your clip. You'll immediately see that it applies this little wave warp effect, but what we want to do is change the wave type to noise and then start messing with the wave height. As you can see, the higher we increase this or the lower going negative, you'll see it creates this noise effect. All you have to do is kind of pick a number of how intense you want this, and then you'll immediately see we have black edges. Instead of pinning this to all edges, because that would apply the effect towards the middle, which I don't like, just set it to none and then change your scale up till those black edges are removed. Now we know that like 70 is our max. So let's go to the beginning, start at 0. Click the keyframe toggle button, and then we're just going to go forward a couple frames and just drag this around, keeping it just wherever you want. You can drag it all the way up to like your 70 limit, go back to the complete negative side, go a couple frames. You can even go like 5, 10 frames, just kind of hover it around 0, go up to max, all over the place. Once you get a couple keyframes on here, just highlight all of those, copy them, and then just paste it for the rest of the length of your video. It doesn't have to be exact, because as you see when we play this back, it's just kind of like a standard wave. What I like to do is actually go through and paste again where I see gaps. And what this is going to do is it's going to make it a little more random and punchier in some sections, which is kind of a cool look. Keep in mind, you can play around with the direction of this to change the angle, like something like that, so it's sideways, or you could even keyframe the direction to get a completely different look like this. So moving on to the next one, I'm just going to copy that wave warp over so we can play around with this. Now, since I didn't zoom this clip in, I'm gonna have to zoom it in a little bit, but one thing to keep in mind is the wave speed. If you change that down to 0, it's actually just gonna create the stutter, which looks good with no movement of the actual wave. And then also wave width. So let's go to a section where there's a lot of noise going on right here. You'll see if I increase that wave width, my wave becomes bigger and it creates a very different noise effect like this. So the other thing I like doing is actually using the object tool. So if you select your object and the hat in this case, and I'm on my wave warp thing, so I'm going to track forward and backwards, it's going to actually track that subject and only apply our effect to that subject. And the only reason this works like this is because I selected the object mask tool while I was selected on my effect. So when I play that back, you'll see my subject is the only thing getting affected, which is a cool effect in itself. And again, you can also invert this, so then it just affects our background. You can kind of see how these would transition into each other. Like if I were to paste this wave warp onto this right here, delete that object mask, and then create a new one, you can kind of start to see how these would transition into each other. Now I might want to make the subject glitchy just like that. Also, playing around with direction and keyframing it just kind of all over the place will also get you very unique results. As you can see, that wave kind of glitches all over the place, which is a cool effect. Well, that's all I have time for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please let me know down in the comments below. Click that like button. And as always, subscribe if you're new, because I'm going to be making some more stuff in the future. I'll see you next time.